Hi, very good morning, everybody. This is Dr. G.P. Sudhakar, Professor of Management from India. Right. So, in this presentation, I would like to take you through the process of case study development. Right. How to write a case study. How to write a case study. Right. Writing a case study. Writing a case study. This specific video is about writing a case study specific to management case study or business studies case study, right? So basically I will divide this session into three parts. See, first one is case writing. First one is case writing. Second one is teaching notes, developing the teaching notes, developing the teaching notes. And third one is case discussion. Case discussion. See, there are three different parts, right? First one is we should know how to develop a case study. What is the typical structure of a management case study? Then teaching notes. What should be the content of a teaching note? See, for example, if you are submitting a case study to a journal, means every journal has got its own format with respect to teaching notes, right? So a generic format, what should be the contents of teaching note also I will take you through. Okay, I will tell you. Next one is case discussion. A couple of examples. What is the methodology I have followed in conducting case study? I will explain you, right? And also I will share some of the examples, some of the example management case studies. For the better learning purpose, I will share some of the example case studies which you can develop, or which are known couple of cases. Okay, so let's move on and first discuss about case writing. Case writing. See, cases. There are two types broadly. One is a brief or short case. One is a short case. Other one is regular case. Regular case. The short case may be 4 pages, at the most 4 pages. Right. So regular cases, they run from 10 pages to 20 pages or 25 pages. So this will be max 4 pages, and this would be going from 10 to 25 pages. So the ideal case would be 20 pages, is 15 to 20 pages case study is readable for the students purpose also. And I think it is widely cases would be 15 to 20 pages case studies, right? With respect to management case studies, right? That would be ideal case. So see, this we will discuss about developing a regular case in this presentation, right? We will be discussing about a regular case, right? If you know it, then you can also develop a short one. That is not an issue, right? So regular case, right? First of all, to develop a case, what should be the source? First you should get the idea. First, you should get the idea of development of a case. See, sources of ideas, that is important. Sources of idea, this is important, right? What are the sources of case study idea? How do you get the idea? On which company you should write? On which industry you should write? On which theme you should take for case study? How do you get the idea? See, if you are thinking that taking journal as a source of idea for case study, that is a wrong notion. The source of case study would be source idea, from where you will get newspaper, business magazines, business magazines. I will tell you example newspapers and business magazines also. And third one is trading news, that is important. Trading news. Trading news. I will take it through one by one. See, newspapers like Economic Times, for example, if you take Indian scenario, Economic Times, Financial Express, or Business Line, Mint, these kind of papers, newspapers can be the sources of case idea for you. Next one is business magazines in India. What are they? Business India is there. Entrepreneur magazine is also there. Value research is there. Value research one magazine. So many magazines. Business Today, like the different magazines are there, right? So in India specific. If you take other newspaper sector, the Globe, Wall Street Journal can be one of the source. The Investors Business Daily. Hmm? These are the newspapers, right? Business newspapers. Next, Financial Times. Financial Times from London. That could be one of the source for your case study. See, magazines, what all will come? Global magazines, Fortune, Inc., huh? Forbes, right? Entrepreneur is one of the global magazine. Entrepreneur also there. Business Week is there. Some of the news where business news and industry news will be there, right? Economics is there, of course, economist that also can give sometimes industry articles they do publish. Like this, newspapers and business magazines, newspapers and business magazines will give you the idea. Will give you the idea. No, the moment they put, on one company news, it will trigger an idea in you on what you should do, develop a case study. Next one, trading news. Trading news example, Bloomberg. Example, Bloomberg. For example, Indian website, moneycontrol.com. Moneycontrol.com. See, these kind of websites and portals, what do they do? Trading news, right? For example, Ashoka Leland is starting a 1,000 crore project in some other location. That could be one case study for you with respect to project management. Another one, some other automobile company is entering into India. That would be, trading news. Otherwise, investment. Adani Group is investing in solar power plant. These kind of trading news will be there in these websites. They will also trigger you to start a case study and writing about the new project coming to a country or global projects, right? So like this, these are the sources of idea for you for development of a case study. Newspapers, next magazines, monthly magazines are next comes the trading news. NYSC trading news or these kind of news, right? So next, first you identify the source of information, right? Next, what do? You should select the theme for the case study. You should select the theme for the case study, case theme. You should select the see. Once you read one article in newspaper, immediately what do? You search for 2 3 articles. 2 3 articles or 4 5 articles related to it on the same company. On the same company. So you will get further information that whatever is the event or context going on in the organization, related information you will get in another 4 5 articles. That will enable you in forming this is what I wanted to do. This is what is the theme I should select. This is what is the theme I should select. The moment you one article triggered your mind, you should search for related articles, 4 5 articles in the news. That may be one event may be in one newspaper, another event may be in another newspaper. Right. So you collect 4 5 articles search in the news, Google News. Then what do? After going through 5 6 articles on the same company, you will have an idea. What is that? What theme I should take? See, theme can be company strategy. It can be a strategy related case study you want to write theme, or it can be a process. No, you want to write about some process in one organization going on. That could be one case study theme, or it can be a practice. It can be a practice. It is a management innovative practice that organization is following. That can be one of the theme for your case study. It can be a methodology. It can be a methodology. specific to that organization. Some methodology, management process related, or product development methodology probably they are having. So like this, theme can be or any strategy, process, practice, or methodology, or it can be you know. So like this, a theme. We should choose the theme, case theme, right? So once you have identified you have got the sources, initial sources, 5 6 sources, then you have identified the theme. You want to discuss about some project management. For example, I have written one case on ISRO 104 satellites in one go. 104 satellites in one go. It is about a project management case study. Flawless execution. They have done 104 satellites in one launch. They have executed project management related case study. Right. Similarly, there will be different cases. Right. So you should get what is is it about strategy I want to discuss? Is it about turnaround strategy? Or is it about mergers and acquisitions I want to discuss? So you identify the theme for your case study, right? So once you have decided that, now let's move on. How should be the structure of a case study? How should be the structure of a case study? Case study structure. Case study structure. See, for writing case study, usually the sources can be newspapers. At least you should have 40 to 50 newspaper articles or magazine articles as sources. See, one is these are the sources, and other sources can be press. What are the other sources of information for a case development? Company website. On which company you are writing a case study? Company website. Company website. So this also gives a lot of information. Company website gives the information. What all will be there in company website? Balance sheet will be there. Balance sheet will be there. P&L account. Profit and loss account will be there. Profit and loss account will be there. Organization structure will be there. Organization structure. Organization structure also will be there. Next, board. Who is the board? Who is the CEO? Board. Board of the company. These details will be there on the organizational. For investors purpose, they will keep all these details on the website. These also you can use as source of information. Source of information. See, when you write a case study, see, basically, two aspects are there. One is text part. Case study. One is text part. One is text. See this. The running text. One is the running text. Right. Other one is what? Illustrations. What you give? Illustrations. Illustrations. Illustration means, for example, they have some different portfolio, product portfolio. Explain about each product. Explain about each product, or they have a process, unique process. Explain about the process in an illustration. Then illustration. Next one comes exhibits. Exhibits. What are the exhibits? Can be an exhibit can be a graph, or it can be. See, these are all the key areas. What I am telling. It can be a graph, or it can be a data table. Data table. Or some images, photographs. How company has grown up like that, or history of the company over a period of time. Over a period of time, what is the roadmap of the company. These kind of exhibits will be there. For example, you take the majority of the cases. Usually, in management cases, what exhibits will be dominating? One is balance sheet, financial data of the organization. Balance sheet will be the, this is what is the 2019 earnings, 2020 earnings, revenues are this, profit is this, or last 5 years it is like this. Balance sheet, financial information that dominates in the management case studies exhibits. my experience of learning. So next one is what market share of the company. How much is the global market size in that organization specific industry? What is this company's share in the global market? Or within that company, how is the market share? For example, take noodles market. How who is the top player? Nestle Maggie, right? So what is their market share? Similarly, take Colgate Palmolive. What is their market share in Indian toothpaste market? Different players are there, right? Patanjali is there, other Pepsodent, different brands are there. Colgate Palmolive market share. So like this, different market shares graphs also will dominate the exhibits. One is financial data information, another one market shares. Growth graphs or bar charts. These are the typically, and also one more thing is the third important information is about the company what you are writing, right? The growth of the company from the foundation roadmap, how they have grown up from the foundation to the recent status, right? So the giving a history of the company in one exhibit or the product portfolio in one exhibit. So these are the typical exhibits what you can find in a case study. In a case study, see case study text may be hardly 7 to 8 pages, but illustrations, data what you provide gives the value to the case study because the students are expected to solve the case study, right? The moment it has to be problem solving up, orientation also should be there in the moment that you are developing a case study. By saying it should not be the only running test. For example, HR cases, there may be more of running test. They may have organization structure chart, chart they may be there, and there will be some dialogues will be there in specific to organizational behavior. HR case studies, dialogues, quotations will be there. This manager said to say this, or CEO said told like this. This is the interaction. HR, human resources management area, or organizational behavior. If you take dialogues, will be there. Exhibit widely used exhibit is the organization structure in HR cases. In marketing cases and strategy cases, financial performance of the company and market shares. These are the widely used exhibits. So a case study, the text may be 7 to 8 pages, and remaining 10 to 12 pages would be the exhibits. So both play equal role. Both play equal role. We should not degrade the exhibits what we are providing or the running text. Both should play equal role, right? And one more thing is, see, I will tell you the. See, this is how the case study highlights, right? So, what should be a typical structure? What should be the typical structure of a case study? See, first one is it goes introduction. First one is introduction. Case introduction will be there. First, your title. Your title will be there. Title. See, title should be very catchy. We discussed, right? So have at least 8 words. Have at least. I will tell you example case studies. I will give it to you. Example case study names. Just follow. Okay. Title should be there first. Next, introduction. Introduction means you have one paragraph on industry introduction, one paragraph on organization introduction, something like that. So next one is industry. First you write about the industry. What is the industry the organization is about? Next you write about the organization. About the organization. About the organization. Next come to your theme. Are you writing about what is their marketing strategy? For example, marketing strategy. What is their marketing strategy? Uniqueness. Unique marketing strategy. You say that unique marketing strategy. Next, promotion. How they have done the promotion? You want to do the promotion. What is the characteristics of promotion aspects? So like that, you have to dig deeper into what are you want to advertise. Innovative advertisement. Innovative advertisement. If you are writing a marketing case study. So like this, you first discuss the broad area, what is the broad theme of the case study. Next, go into the in detail. In detail. So next, what do you write? You see, you should explain here, you should explain the problem. What is the problem in the organization? What is the problem in the organization? Right. Next, what is the solution they have implemented? What is the solution they have implemented? Right. Next, what challenges they encountered? What challenges they encountered? Next comes the benefits. Next comes benefits. What they have got. Next would be the conclusion. Next would be the conclusion and followed by references and exhibits. So like this is a sequence you should follow. You should discuss the problem. What is the context, organizational problem. Then what is the solution they applied? What challenges they encountered while applying the solution, and what benefits they have got. And then you conclude the case and write the references, and include the exhibits. See, some journals they ask inline exhibits, means wherever the context is there, you insert that graph in that specific location or the table in that specific location. Some journals say all exhibits included at the end of the case study. At the end of the case study, right? Uh, so like this. So this is the typical structure of a case study. This is the typical structure of a case study, right? Okay. So let's move on. I will share some of the example case studies. Example case studies names. So you came to know this typical structure, right? And one more thing is data. Whatever you are representing in the tables, data. It should not be too much data. Also, it should not confuse. It should not confuse the reader. Okay. So whatever is the required data fields, that only specify. That only detailed balance sheet may not be required. Whatever the revenues, gross profit, net profit, these kind of selected items you specify in the balance sheet if you are mentioning, right? And also inline citations when you are writing in the running text. So you inline citation, you mark the source, 1 2 like this, and then in the at the footnote you insert the reference, specific reference. Okay, you may have it at the end of the caselet, but in every page also you have the inline citation. Inline citation, that is one of the best practice. For example, you are specifying a data field and you specify the reference and you keep it in the footnote, right? Or you are specifying a date based date specific event you are mentioning, you specify it. Or you are writing a quotation, you specify the reference and keep it in the footnote, right? Citation, inline citation, right? So these are some of the best practices in writing a case study. For example, see, the highlight would be the quotations. Now you should write, you should include, what so and so CEO has said this, CEO, this minister has said this, specific to that industry. Like this, you include the quotation, include the quotations. That also, you should be catchy and selective quotation also when you are selecting specific to that broader area. So that could be one of the component in the case study running text, quotations. So like this, inline citations, you should have date specific events, it can be there, and data and date should be in sync, right? So whatever you are mentioning, is the data is recent data or old data. It depends on the case, what is the you have selected, right? Whether you are providing historical information or recent information, so it depends, right? So you have to take all these things into consideration when you are writing a case study. When you are writing a case study, right? So you should include inline citation at the footnote. You should specify the reference, right? Date specific things should be there, and then data also should be there, right? So these are the aspects. Quotation should be there. So these are some of the key areas. So this is about case study development, right? Let's move on. I will share some of the example case studies. Example case studies. Titles, what could be the example titles, right? So these are the management case studies, okay? So example case studies can be just to to take you onto the runway. Just I will share one of the popular case study. One of the popular case study. Case study examples. Example one. Nestle Maggie turnaround. Nestle Maggie turnaround strategy. Turnaround strategy. Nestle Maggie turnaround strategy in India. It is popular case, right? Many people have written about it. So next one is what? Example two. Cafe Coffee Day. Cafe Coffee Day. This was in news for some time, right? Cafe Coffee Day turnaround strategy. Cafe Coffee Day turnaround strategy. It could be one case study. It should be, for learning purpose. Whatever we are saying, it is only for learning purpose with respect to management practices. What we can learn from another organization. Right. So not only these popular case studies in news, there can be your neighborhood shops, your neighborhood, which are in business for 20 to 30 years. In the successfully they are running the business in your neighborhood. That can be a case study. See, small startups also give a lot of the learning to with respect to management practices. With respect to management practices, your neighborhood stores, right? You see, the moment we are teaching a case study means we should teach to students a sustainable business. How to set up a sustainable and long run business. It may not be organic growth. A sustainable, a long term perspective case study. We should teach to students. That means, for example, I will say in India, in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, hardships is there. Without automation, any computer in their hardships store, they are doing good business, right? So many shops are there. Hardships, hardships, hardships. An entrepreneurial story. It can be entrepreneurial story. It can be one case study or neighborhood. Without automation, they are doing the business. So many branches are there. Hardships. It can be one example. Next one is what? Fourth example can be Kia Motors. Kia Motors entered into India, right? Kia. Kia Motors. Kia Motors marketing and branding strategy. Marketing and branding strategy. Branding strategy. Kia Motors, right? Just hardly 2 years back, they entered into India. They have set up a manufacturing plant in AP, and their production target was 3 million units, 3 lakh units per 3 lakh units per year. And they could gain within short term, they could gain 6% market share in Indian automobile market. 6%. So Kia Motors, what is their marketing and branding strategy? You can explore. It can be one case study. Right. Next what? Example. Aiwa. Aiwa black and white TVs were there, right? Aiwa Japan. Electronics manufacturer. Aiwa re-entered into India in 2019. So Aiwa re-entrant strategy. Aiwa re-entering strategy in India. Re-entering strategy in India. Aiwa is re-entering right into India. So these could be some of the strategy are there, branding, marketing cases are there. You know, these can be Indian specific cases. Global also if you take Amazon. Amazon innovative up marketing strategy. See this Amazon innovative up marketing strategy. Up marketing strategy in the sense what? Up marketing strategy. What is the meaning of it? You know, what is the meaning of it? It involves artificial intelligence, technology, and marketing concepts. Three are come in Amazon innovative of marketing. For example, we are purchasing one product. They will advise, another customer has, this combo they purchased. This product, along with this product, this they purchased this also. How is that possible? Artificial intelligence. Innovative marketing, up marketing. with that they are encouraging customer to purchase one more product. Innovatively, they using technology and artificial intelligence they are doing. It can be one case study strategy, one case study, right? So these are the example case studies, case studies, example case studies, right? So this is about writing a case study. This is about writing a case study, right? So let's move on and spend a few minutes on teaching note development. Teaching note development. How do you develop a teaching note? What is the main purpose of teaching note? See this teaching note. Second part is teaching note. How do you develop a teaching note? What is the main objective of developing a case study? To teach real life organizational context, problems which are happening, issues which are happening in the industry to the students for learning purpose from the real life examples. That is the main objective of case study, right? That is the main objective of case study. So when we are writing a teaching note, when we are writing a see each journal has got its typical structure for a teaching note. Has got a typical structure for teaching note, right? So first, what should be the contents of a teaching note? A synopsis of the case. It should have synopsis of the case, a gist of the case. What is that problem or what is the solution? What is the challenge? Is gist of the synopsis should be there. Next, what audience? Who are the audience? Is it the MBA students or BBA students? Undergraduate or graduate students? Who is the audience? Next is course subject area. Subject. To which subject it comes into? Is it marketing management? Marketing management or strategic management? Which area it comes into? Right. Next, you should have prerequisites. Prerequisites means what? For example, prerequisites, right? For example, to go through one case study, it will require you might have taken strategic management course in the previous semester or this semester. You might have already gone through marketing management. Then only you will be able to understand this case study. That is prerequisite, right? Next one is what? Research methodology. Research methodology. What is the methodology you followed in developing the case study? In a literature review based secondary research or it is primary research, you went and sit in one of the organization and observed the observation technique you have used or interviewing technique you have used for collecting the data and developing the case study. So what method you have followed? See, one way to develop case study is secondary research, going through newspaper articles and developing. So another way is what you go and sit in 2-3 organizations and observe the events there, observe the product development process, okay, communication the organization, and then write a case study. That is observational based method. Other one is interviews. You interview 5-6 people and then develop a case study. Right. So these kind of they come under primary research based case studies, and this newspaper based one comes under a secondary research based case study. Secondary research based case study, right? So what is the methodology you followed? Whether you followed secondary research based methodology or primary research, what technique you used for data collection for writing the case study? So you should specify it, right? So information collection, data in the sense information collection, right? So next, what will come? Learning objectives. Learning objectives. What is the objective? After going through this case study, student will be learning so and so topics. Student will be learning so and so topic. Learning objectives can be 1, 2, 3 objectives or 4 objectives at the most. Specify 4 objectives. By the end of this case study, student will come to know how to do promotion in inside an marketing context, how to do advertising in marketing context, or some project management specific. He will come to know project planning in one of the project management area. So something like that you have to specify learning objectives. Next comes what? After learning objectives, teaching teaching method teaching method will come. Means how many minutes? Is it 90 minutes you are going to spend in the classroom discussion, or how many minutes you are going to spend on this classroom discussion, right? For example, you will say 30 minutes concepts coverage, concepts coverage and reading the reading the case, and remaining 60 minutes would be the discussion. Like that you should have a planned approach. These many minutes for allowing student to read the case study, and these many minutes for the discussion, teaching notes. Right. Next would be the discussion questions. Discussion questions. Discussion questions specify 1, 2, 3, 4. At the most, you have 5 questions. This could be the discussion questions among the students. Right. So next one is what? Case analysis. Case analysis means what do you do? Each question 1, this is the solution, these are the concepts and linkage to the organization. This is the concept and linkage to the organization. Like that, question 2, like this, question 5. For 5 questions, you write this is the concept and this is the practice they followed in the organization. And provide the in the case analysis, you provide the solution what the organization has followed and done. Right. This is how a typical teaching note. This is what is that? This is nothing but the teaching note. This is nothing but the teaching note. Right. So a case study management case study teaching note. See, usually teaching note format varies from journal to journal as we discussed. Right. So far what is that we discussed? We have seen case study writing and then we have discussed the teaching note. Right. Now let's move on to the third topic, that is the case discussion. See, how do you conduct a case discussion? How do you conduct a case discussion? See, I will see practically I have followed two methodologies. One in classroom setting and other one is the online teaching mode. Right. In both the methods, what I followed, I will share with you. Right. So others might have followed some other methodology, and probably just I will share what is the methodology I followed. Right. So first one is the classroom setting. First one is classroom setting. How do you conduct case discussion? Other one is online mode. When you are conducting online classes. Online classes. How do you conduct a case study? Management case study discussion. See, in classroom setting, what I used to do, divide the students into 4 5 students a group. Groups. Divide students into groups, 4 5 students on one bench, and then distribute case study to them and give some time for them to go through the case, 20 minutes or whatever is the time, go through the case, then encourage one by one to from group by group to come and initiate the speak about the problem they identified, what is the practice they identified, and challenges they encountered, and they can interact with one group and another group, with the practice they identified, challenges they identified. That's how I used to encourage the classroom discussion. Right. So second method on online mode, what is that I followed in while taking online classes. For example, you have got 3 different section students. What do you do? It is not a group oriented. I have not done individually. For example, take section A students. You identify what is the problem in the case that I have given. Section A students will do what? Identify the problem in the case that I have given to you. So next section B students, what do? They develop the solution. You present a solution to the problems identified by the section A. Right. So next section 3 students, what do they do? Section C students, from the solution developed by the section B students, what is the best practice? What is the best practices? What are the best practices followed? And what are the challenges in that solution given by section B students? Like that, everybody will be participating, from whatever sections are there. Like that, I have divided the case discussion into 3 parts. First section identified the problems involved in the case set, and second section identified the solution they have given for the problems identified by the first section, and third section have done identified the best practices and challenges in the solution provided by the second section students. So like this, online discussion case discussion also we can conduct. right? So far this is about management case studies. So far we discussed writing a case study. Hmm? Writing a case study. We discussed on teaching notes, and also we discussed how to conduct case discussion. Right. So thank you. Hope I am able to share whatever I want to share. Right. Thank you. If it is useful to you, I will be very happy. Right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Just focus couple of minutes and we will move on to another task.